3. Today what we are doing is section 3.3, which is basically about polynomials. Again, we did this last time we did graphing. Today we're gonna do dividing polynomials and all that stuff we're gonna do. So first thing, we're gonna talk about something known as synthetic division. Synthetic division. Very easy concept, very easy concept, but you just need to understand how to do it. Okay, so if I say, so example, it will say use synthetic division to divide 5x cube plus 6x plus 8 by x plus 2. You have to divide a polynomial by something. When you have to divide a polynomial by something, what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to make a box here, like this. A half box. You're going to make a half box. What you're going to do here is, so what are you dividing by? I'm dividing by x plus 2, right? There is plus 2. Here you're going to take the opposite sign, negative 2. If here it is plus 2, you're going to take it negative 2. Here if it's negative 2, you're going to take here plus 2. So you change the sign. So whatever you're dividing by, you take the constant of that thing and divide with the opposite sign. If it's positive, make it negative. If it's negative, make it positive. And next thing what you're going to do is, okay, so highest power here is...
She's doing it.
Highest power is here is...
This isn't working! No, stop.
Just a second, guys.
Yo, you're not muted.
I muted all of them, it's okay. So next thing what we're going to do is, we have to divide this whole thing by this thing. So what you're going to do is, you're going to take the coefficient of the highest degree, which is 5. 3 was the highest power, so you're going to write first the coefficient of, after 3 what does it come? 2. You're like, but there is no x with degree power 2. There is no x with power 2, so you're going to replace it with 0. Then 2 comes 1. Here it's 1. Then constant. Okay, any questions still here? How to write it? Anyone wants me to explain this? How I got...
Where'd you get the 0 again?
Okay.
Yeah.
How did I get the 0? Okay. So first what I do is, I need to write, first is 5x cube, right? X cube is the highest one. 3 power is the highest one here. After 3, what does it come? 2, x square. But there is no x square term, so I'm going to write 0x square myself. Then comes x to the power of 1, then 8. If something is missing in the question, you replace it with 0 times that thing. But you start with the highest power, then 1 less, then 1 less, and then constant. That's how you write it. Did you get it? How to get it 0 or no? Anyone who did not get it, I can explain another way. Everyone got it?
Can you explain it again?
Okay. So what you need to do is, you need to write the coefficients here. Okay. So let me see. Who asked me right now?
Kaylee.
Kaylee. Okay, Kaylee. So let's see Kaylee here. So you need to write the coefficients here. The highest power of x is 3, right? So the coefficient of x to the power of 3 is 5. So I write here 5. After 3,
Okay.
What does it come? 2, right? But do you see x to the power of 2 anywhere?
No.
So I'm going to put 0.
Okay.
After 2 comes 1. X to the power of 1 is already here. And its coefficient is 6. So I'm going to write here 6. Then is the constant. If something is missing, I replace it with 0. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Any other question, anyone? No? So how do you do this is, first term you will take down as it is. So get this first term down as it is. So first term 5 you get down as it is. Next thing what you're going to do is, you're going to multiply these two. This 5 and this here. You're going to multiply, and whatever answer you get, you're going to write it here in the next column here. So 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. I'm going to write here. So you multiply here and write it here. And like this, you're gonna add. Now you're gonna add. What do you get? Negative 10. Again, multiply this thing with this here. Again, you multiply. Whatever you get, you write it in the next column. Again, add. You get 26. Again, multiply. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be negative 20?
Yes.
Because
No.
if negative...
Negative
yeah?
10 times negative 2 is positive 20.
Oh, we're multiplying. Okay.
We are multiplying, yes. Like this, with this term and this term we are multiplying, and like this we are adding. So you get here 26. Now you multiply this 26 with negative 2. What do you get? Negative 52. And then you add again. Negative 44. So basically what you did is you did dividing polynomials. You just divided polynomials. Anyone who did not get how I did it, first term you will get down as it is, and whatever you're writing here, you're multiplying with the divisor here, we call it the divisor here, and writing it in the second column, then adding it, and you keep on doing till the time you get the last term here. Once you got this, you know what you get? This thing. So whenever you divide, remember if I say divide 5 by 2, what do you do is 2 times 2 is 4, you get 1, right? You get 1. This is known as your remainder. This is known as your quotient. This is known as divisor, and this is known as dividend. So basically when you are dividing the polynomials, same way you get this thing too. What you got at the end is your remainder. This last term, negative 44, is your remainder. This thing, whatever you are dividing with, is your divisor. It's given in your question. Divisor and dividend is given in your question. Divisor and dividend is already given in the question. You will be like, what is my then, quotient here? What's my quotient here? What you're going to do is, so what was the highest power of here? X. 3. You're going to take 1 less always. If it's 3, you're going to take 2. If it's 4, you're going to take 3. In this case, it's 3. What I'm going to do is x to the power of 2 I'm going to take. With the first term, I'll write x to the power of 2. Then 1 less is just x, and then plus constant. So this here, 5x cube minus 10x plus 26. This is your quotient. And how do you write your final answer is quotient, whatever quotient you get, that thing, plus remainder over your divisor. That's how you write your final answer. Whatever quotient you get plus remainder divided by divisor. If the remainder is 0, then you don't have to write this. But if your remainder is something else other than 0, then you have to write like this. This is the way you write your final answer. It's very easy. Once you start getting it, it's very easy. Any question so far? Okay, let's try this problem here. I'm going to write here. I want you to try it yourself. So divide x cube minus 7x minus 6 by x plus 2. You're going to divide this by this. Do it. Try it yourself. Is Leah here? Leah?
Yes, I'm here.
So Leah, what I'm going to divide with here? What I'm going to write the number here?
Is it going to be -2?
Yes, you change the sign. If it's positive, you write here -2. What's the first coefficient I'm going to write here?
Is it 1?
Yes, because x cube has 1. If it's nothing, there is 1. After that,
You're going to put a 0 because...
x square is missing.
Yeah.
Then?
And then -7 and -6.
Perfect. What's my first step after this, Leah?
bring down the 1 and then multiply -2 and 1.
which is
Add to 0.
-2. What do you get?
You get -2.
Okay, then you multiply, what do you get?
And then you multiply -2 times -2, which is 4, and add that to -7, which is -3. And then -3 times -2 is +6, which you add to -6, and it's 0.
Okay, so since my remainder is 0, I just need my quotient. What's my quotient?
It would be x squared minus 2x minus 3.
Perfect, perfect. Really good, Leah. I'm not writing it this way because my remainder is 0. If my remainder is 0, I don't have to write this term here. Any questions, anyone, with synthetic division? Let's do one more question here. Give you one more here. Okay. Everyone done copying? Okay. So I want you to do this problem yourself. I want you to divide x square minus 5x minus 5x cube plus x to the power of 4 divided by 5 plus x. You're going to divide this by 5 plus x. Benjamin?
Yeah.
So let's see what I'm going to divide with. What's the term I'm going to write here?
-5.
Yes, perfect. What's the highest coefficient?
It's 1.
Then,
And then -5.
okay, then,
And then 1.
then,
And then -5.
then.
And then you drop down the 1.
Wait. You did not add the constant. There's supposed to be a constant term also, right? And this does not have a constant term. So you're going to put 0 in place of that. Are you getting? Okay. So how do you solve it? Can you tell me?
You drop down the 1.
Okay.
And then you multiply the -5 times 1.
Okay, right.
And you put it underneath the -5. So it's -5. Then you add those, and it equals -10. Then you multiply the -5 and -10, and you get 50. And then add the 50 and the 1, so you get 51.
Okay.
And then multiply the -5 times 51, which is 255. And then you add that, which is -260. And then multiply the -260 times -5, which is something like it's like 1,280 or 1,300.
Isn't it 1300? They're wrong. 6,030. 10 of them. It's 1300.
Okay.
Okay, so
And then
final
the
answer?
final answer, you x cubed minus 10x squared plus 51x minus 260 plus 1,300 over x plus 5.
Perfect, Benjamin. Okay. Any questions, anyone? In this case, note, if my constant is missing, make sure you add your constant. If you will not add your constant, you will never get your remainder here. You will stop here and you will not get any remainder. And that's wrong. Any questions, anyone, with synthetic division?
Hey, where do you get the constant from, the 0?
Okay, so let's rearrange this. So I want to rearrange this, Alex. So highest is x to the power of 4. Then comes 3. Then comes 2. then comes 1, and then there is supposed to be a constant at the end. And there is no constant, so I'm going to put myself 0. Okay.
So if that was like, let's say if it was like plus like 2, you would just put the 2 there instead?
Exactly, yes.
But you need that number. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
we
cool.
need that number, yes. Any other question, anyone? Next thing is remainder theorem. If you guys need the definitions, the actual definitions of this thing, let me know. I'm just not giving you the actual definitions because I don't want to confuse you guys. But there is, I can give you the actual definitions if you need. Okay. Nikhil? Okay. Remainder theorem. So what it says is, example is, it says given fx is equal to x cube minus 4x square plus 5x plus 3. It says use remainder theorem to find f of 2. I'll just come, guys. Just a second. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if you have to use remainder theorem to solve this thing, you will be given a function. They want you to use remainder theorem and find the value of f of 2. How do you do it? Is the same thing. Divide this thing. So highest coefficient is 1, then after cube comes x square, then x, then constant. You're like, what I'm going to divide by? Note they're asking you to find f of 2. They're asking you to find f of 2. What you do is just divide it by 2. In this case, you will not change the sign. If they're asking you to find f of 2, just divide it by 2. The exact number, the same number. Okay, again do the same steps. Jacqueline? Jacqueline not here? Melanie?
So you bring down the 1 and you write 1, and then you multiply it by 2, which is 2, and then you add it, which is negative 2, and then it becomes negative 4. And then you add it, and that's 1. And then you multiply the 2 and 1, which is 2, and then you get 5.
Perfect. When they are asking to use remainder theorem, you don't need the quotient. You know what is your f of 2? Your f of 2 will directly be your remainder. Whatever you got your remainder, that will be your f of 2. So your f of 2 is actually equal to 5. If you're done with this, I want you to do this problem yourself. It says use remainder theorem to find f of negative 4 given fx is equal to 3x cube plus 4x square minus 5x plus 3. Solve this problem yourself. Sean?
Yep.
Yeah, just solve it and tell me what's the final answer, okay? Solve
Yeah.
and tell me, yeah.
Tan bajo las intereses, y ese interés 5 o 6%, que yo soy la primera persona que considera eso. Diría usted, ¿sabe qué? Y vamos a ver qué podemos hacer eso. Porque appraisal easily va a venir de 850. Okay. Vamos a ver.
I got negative 145.
1?
Negative 145.
Did you get this thing?
Yeah.
Negative 105. Did everyone get the same answer? Anyone who did not get the same answer?
Can you please just demonstrate it?
Okay,
I got 151.
okay, let's do it. Let's do here. So this is my third thing here. So I need to divide. Note, I have to divide exactly with the same. Since I have to find f of negative 4, I will divide by negative 4 only. I'm not going to change it to 4. That's when you are using synthetic division. In remainder, you will use exactly the same. Now, highest is 3 power, so I will take the coefficient of that. Then is 2, then is 1, and then is constant. Okay, 3, 4, negative 3. Yep. Okay. Then what you do is, first term you take out down as it is. Multiply. Negative 4 times 3, negative 12. You add 4, you get 8. Negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 4 is 32. 32 times minus 5 is 27. And then multiply 27 times 4 is, let's see, 28. 108, negative 108. And then you add, you will get negative 105. Note, I was asking you f of negative 4, that's what the question asked you. So your final answer is just whatever remainder you get at the end. So whatever is the last term here, that will be your answer. Anyone who did not understand or wants me to explain this, synthetic division, this topic is the one where you score a lot. There's 3-4 problems you're gonna get on just synthetic division. Any questions, anyone? Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is factor theorem. Next thing we are going to is factor theorem. What is factor theorem is, it says solve the equation 2x cube minus 3x square minus 11x plus 6 is equal to 0. When they say solve, you know what does solve mean? They want you to find the values of x which will satisfy this equation. They want you to find different values of x which will satisfy this equation. That's what they want you to do it. So, zeros, x-intercepts, all these things mean the same thing. Zeros, x-intercepts, roots, these mean the same thing. So when they're saying solve the equation, they're basically asking you to find the zeros. Okay, or they're asking you to find the x-intercepts, or they're asking you to find the roots. It's the same thing. So the question will say solve the equation this thing given, and you will be given a condition. Given that 3 is a 0 of this thing. You have to solve this thing. You're given a condition that 3 is a 0 of this whole thing. So 0, x-intercept, root, It means the same thing. It means the same thing. So once you are given this, they want you to find other zeros. Since the degree was 3, the highest power was 3, there are supposed to be 3 answers. You will get 3 answers. Whatever is the degree, that many zeros will be there. Note, they are already giving you 1 0. Note, since my highest power was 3, there are supposed to be 3 answers to this question. 1 is already in the question. They say that given that 3 is a 0, 1 0 is already given to you. You need to find other zeros. How do you do it is start doing. So whatever 0 is given, write it here exact. You don't have to change the sign in this case. In factor theorem also you don't change the sign. Keep it as it is. Now divide it. Divide this whole polynomial by 3. So x to the power of 3 has coefficient 2, x square has -3, x has -6 and then constant. Okay. Jamie,
Yeah.
can you help me solve this?
Yeah. So you bring down the 2,
Okay.
and then you multiply it by 3, and you get 6. And then you add those, and you get 3.
Okay.
And then multiply those, and you get 9. And then you add -11 and 9 and get 2.
You what do
And
you
then
get?
multiply
What do you get? -11 and 9?
-2. Oh, wait.
No, it's
Yeah.
2. Yeah, it's 2, 2, 2. You're correct. You're correct. I'm wrong. You're correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 3 times -2 is -6.
And then?
And then that's 0.
Perfect. Note this, since 3 was a 0 of this thing, your remainder will come out to be 0. Since 3 is a 0 of this polynomial, it is given to you in the question. So when you solve, your remainder will come out to be equal to 0. What's the quotient, Jamie?
Is it 0? Or that's
Quotient.
the remainder.
Yeah, that's a remainder. Quotient.
So is it 2x squared plus 3x minus 2?
Perfect. Now you have this thing. Do you guys know how to find the zeros of this thing? X-intercepts of this thing? Anyone?
Once you use quadratic formula.
Exactly. And this, you know your quadratic formula. A is 2, B is 3, C is -2. Put in the quadratic formula and find your values. You get -b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac over 2a. Use the formula and find it. You get -3 plus minus square root of 3 square minus 4ac over 2 times 2. Let's see what you get. Which is basically equal to 3 plus minus square root of 25 over 4. When you solve, you get 3 plus minus 5 over 4. So basically you get x is equal to 3 plus 5 over 4 and x is equal to 3 minus 5 over 4. 8 over 4, which is 2, and -2 over 4 is -1 over 2. Note, they were asking you to solve the equation. So your final answer will be what you found right now, that thing, and the 1 0 which is given to you in the question, 3.
Wouldn't you need to carry the -3?
What?
Because like towards the bottom where it's -3 plus or minus 9 plus 16, you forgot to add the negative to the 3 on the next step.
Yes. Wait. Then yeah, correct. You're correct. So it becomes -3. I'm correct. So I did wrong. So it becomes 2 over 4, which is 1 over 2. Okay, and then this is -8 over 4, which is -2. You're correct. Thanks for correcting that. So you get -2 plus 1/2 and then 3. That's your answer. I forgot to take the negative sign, guys. So make sure you correct this. Any doubt with factor theorem?
Why isn't 3 first?
You can write, it does not matter how you write it. It does not matter.
Oh, okay.
All the
Thank
three are
you.
the answers.
In the question setup, when we said given that 3 is a 0 of,
Yeah.
and then the equation, is
Yeah.
that basically just like, instead of it being 0, we replace it with like 3 in the specific equation?
Yeah, it
Or
will.
like,
But
you can put any number there, right? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Yes. But if you put here 3, you will get 0. You know that? Put here 3 or the values of x, you will get 0.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's do one more question. I want everyone to do this problem themselves here. Okay, it says solve the equation. You're given equation 15x cube plus 14x square minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. Given that -1 is a 0. You need to find all the zeros. Solve this right now. If you have questions, let me know. Let's solve this right now. If you need help, let me know. If you're not getting, just don't sit there. Ask me. I'll help you. Jasmine, can you turn on your camera, please? Gianni, when you solve, you'll give me the final answer.
I got to the point where I could. I came in a little late to the Zoom because I thought it was at 2:30, but I got to where I could. So -1 divided by 15, 14, -3.
Okay. Wait. So first of all, you got -1 here. You write here -1.
Yeah, -1.
And then
15.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
-3.
Okay.
-2.
Okay.
Then you bring the 15 down.
Perfect. Yes.
You get 15. And then you do 15 times 14, which is 210.
No. You don't multiply these, Gianni. You multiply this and this term here.
You add, I'm sorry, I'm confused.
You
I
always
didn't.
multiply this number, whatever is down here, you multiply with whatever is here, your dividend.
Okay, so it would be negative 15 then.
Yeah, exactly. And then you add these. You add like this and you multiply like this. So what do you get?
So you just add 14 and negative 15 now?
Yes.
You'll get negative 1.
Okay, again then multiply.
And then multiply negative 1 and negative 1.
Yes.
Get positive 1.
Okay, and then you add, what do you get?
Negative 2.
Then you multiply, what do you get?
Positive 2.
Okay, you add, what do you get?
0.
Okay, perfect. So what's your quotient now?
Would it be 15x squared
Yeah.
plus negative x?
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, minus
Yeah.
x, and then minus 2.
Okay, perfect. Now use quadratic formula and give me the other x values.
Okay, give me a sec.
Anyone who got an answer?
I'm not sure if I'm right, but I got undefined.
You got undefined? Let's see.
Yeah, because like in the end it becomes a.
Let's see here. Plus minus negative 1 square.
Wait, never mind. I'm wrong. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. Anyone who got an answer?
I think I did.
Okay.
You go out. Okay.
Yeah, you can type. Yeah, type. Let's see what you got. You can type there in the chat.
Well, I got a fraction, but I wasn't sure if I had
Yeah.
to simplify it.
No, yeah, simplify the fraction as much as you can.
Oh, okay.
You will get fractions. It's okay. You can get fractions too. So when you solve, you get here plus minus square root of 1 plus 120 over 30. So you get 1 plus minus square root of 121 over 30. What's square root of 121?
11.
11, yes. You get this thing. So you get x is equal to basically 1 plus 11 over 30. Then again 1 minus 11 over 30. Which is you get 12 over 30. And then you get here negative 10 over 30. You get this thing as an answer. Let's simplify. Factors of 12. 12 I can make factors here. Let's make it 2 times 6. 2 times 3, 2, 2, 3, and 30. Let's make factors of 30 here. 2 times 15, 2 times 15 and 3 times 5. 2, 3, 5. Cancel whatever you can. 2, 2 cancel. You're left with 6 over, 3, 3 also you can cancel. You're left with 2 over 5. Cancel whatever you can. Similarly 10, you get 2 times 5. 30 you already did. 2, 3 and 5. Cancel whatever you can. You're left with negative 1 over 3. If nothing is left on the top, it is 1. So 2 over 5, negative 1 over 3. Negative 1 which was in the question was already an answer, and then you got 2 over 5 and then you got negative 1 over 3. Any questions, anyone? Yep, perfect. Some of you guys got it. Perfect. So this is what we are gonna, that's it for today basically. This is what we did today is, we did synthetic division. You should know how to do synthetic division. Then we did about remainder theorem. Then we did factor theorem. So these are the main three things. So definitely in your next quiz, in your exam, whenever you have, you're definitely getting these three problems. One on synthetic division, one on remainder theorem, and one on factor theorem. So you should know how to do that. Okay. Now I'll take the attendance. Gabriella?
Here.
Okay, Gabriella is here. I saw her. Andrea? Andrea is not here. Mason, I saw him. Carmen?
Carmen, I'm here.
Cameron, he is here. Maximus is here. Faith, I saw. Kelly, I saw. Cole Raymond?
Here.
Cole Adam?
Here.
Okay, perfect. Sean is here. Melanie is here. Jacqueline is not here. Benjamin is here. Tracy is here. Jamie is here. Alexander is here. Jaden?
Here.
Jaden, let me see. Okay, Jaden is here too. Minhan is here. Exekio is here. Cameron is here.
Here.
Jamila?
Here.
Jamila, let me see what is. I don't see Jamila. Jamila, can you say again?
Hi.
Jamie, Jamila, it's the same thing?
No, Jamie, Nisbet, and Jamila Sims.
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. Jade?
Here.
Okay. Kylie?
Here.
Jasmine is here. I saw. Aiden is here. Evander? Evander is not here. Gianni is here. Leah is here. Okay. Anyone who knows Evander, tell him to email me and talk to me. Okay. Evander, and I want few people to stay back. Evander, Execute, I already talked. I guess that's it. Evander and Execute. That's okay. Thanks, guys. If you have questions, you can stay back. That's it for today. And see you on Thursday. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you, Miss Kit.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Here's Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline, wait. Okay, you're saying you're here. Jacqueline, you've been absent the previous 3 lectures. What happened? Can you try speaking now? Try to speak now. No, I cannot hear you. Maybe from next week, from Thursday, make sure you get it some other, way of communication rather than this, okay? Perfect, Jacqueline, no problem.